Flosstube friends. It's time for another episode. Another fun Friday. It actually is Friday. Weekly update with me. I am Annie, Joy-Filled Stitcher, both here on YouTube and over on Instagram. I'm in a new location today. I'm actually sitting at my desk in the family room, and I've got all my projects I've worked on, which is not much, and I've got anything that came in the mail for me. So it is Friday, February the 25th. It is first thing in the morning. It is actually 7:40, and you may be asking, well, Annie, how are you possibly able to record at 7:40 on a Friday morning? Well, we had an ice day yesterday, and we have a late start today. So I have to be at school, which is about 7 minutes away, at 9:30. So we're not leaving until 9 o'clock, which is awesome. So if this is your first video you're seeing of mine, welcome. I'm so happy you are here. I hope you hear something, see something that I stitched on that interests you, and you'll come back for more. Please don't forget to like this video if you do like it. If you dislike it, leave a thumbs down. That's fine. It's engagement, and that's fine with me. I'm not for everyone, and I get that. Because I am me, and this is what it is. So with that being said, I hope you're having a great end of the week, or beginning of the week, or middle of the week, whenever it is that you are watching this. It has been 3 weeks since my last Flosstube, which bums me out majorly. But, you know, it's been life. And honestly, I haven't been stitching a ton. We have had a lot of wonky weeks because of a day off here for whatever, or we've now so far had 3 ice days within this month. The last time I recorded, it was an ice day. And so I'm going to try to be more consistent. I can't say every week. I do have some pretty cool extras coming up soon. I'm really pumped about those, so I can't wait to share. I'm excited to show you what I stitched on. I did get quite a bit of stitching in on the ice days. But other than that, my weekly stitching has been quite low. But I want to show you what I've been working on. I need to clear out my stitched bucket, and so I can start filling it up with new stuff. And I need to clear out my stash bucket, my Joy-Filled Stash bucket. So with that being said, let's get right into some hugs, which are going to be a little bit different because I'm further away from the camera. Like I said, I'm in my family room. This is our back patio door. The dogs are both outside enjoying some sunshine. This is my master bedroom door, so that's where I normally film. But I just decided we're up, we're out of that room. We're going to go ahead and film. Joy-Filled little one is waving from her desk over there. She is having some cereal for breakfast. So with that being said, let's do some hugs. On this channel, we do virtual hugs. We do one on each side, and then we give a big old hug to ourselves. I don't know about you, but I'm needing some hugs in my life right about now. There's a lot going on. I'm not going to get into what all's going on in the world or anything like that because I have small, awesome, joyful little ears that don't need to know about what all's going on. So let's get some hugs in. We're going to come in close. Get a hug on this side. We're going to get a hug on this side. Then we're going to get a hug to ourselves. That was up close and personal with my face, wasn't it? So, I'll do a little life update at the end, but I kind of have already life updated you that, like I said, things have been busy at work. Good busy, not bad busy. Good busy at work. You know, we had Joy-Filled little one's birthday and birthday party. She has now recruited 3 of her friends to go with her to yoga on one afternoon a week. We've got after school art, which I'm now going to be doing until probably the end of the school year because unfortunately the days that were missed need to be made up, and now we're looking at far in the future. Well, and then on top of all of that, we're going to be going to Disney in about a month, which is exciting. Let me get a little hydration this morning. These are my new current favorite water bottles. I have not given up on my Yetis, but this is the Owala Free Sip. And I love it because the sipper is enclosed. But you can sip from here. There's a straw, or you can gulp. And they don't spill unless they hit the floor really hard and bust open. which has only happened once. That one's actually dented because of it. Not sponsored. I'm kidding. My child, who is a better YouTuber than I am, telling me not sponsored. It's not sponsored by Owala, but you can find them on Amazon, and I don't have a link for that. I'm not an affiliate anymore. So let's talk about what I worked on, finished. I did have some finishes. So the first thing that I worked on, I think I showed as maybe a new start in my last video. So this is from Doreen Jones, and she has an awesome Facebook page where she shares freebies every Friday. Right now she's doing a free stitch along, which is all spring themed. Well, in 2020, she put out reindeer, and I loved this one. And so I knew I wanted to do some smalls throughout the year to get into ornaments. So I stitched this on 16 count chalkboard black Aida. And I stitched it with 2 threads over 2 with the called for DMC. The only thing I left out is I did not put the little starburst next to the reindeer. So he's finished. Yay. And actually what's cool is I have 3 of her projects in this bag, and one of them got called for Whip Go for Start Go for next month. So yay. Start Go is something I'm doing. It is not not part of Jessie Marie's Whip Go, but I decided I wanted a lot of little smalls started this year that I could maybe accomplish within the month. And so I created a Start Go board that has 25 spaces. So every month when she chooses her numbers, the numbers for us to do, I have my Whip Go board, and then I have my Start Go board. So I have my Start Go, and my goal is to finish them within the month. My other one for this month is a little bit bigger, and I'm not sure if I will get it finished, but we shall see. I'm wondering, it should be in this file somewhere. Here it is. I'll go ahead and talk about that one. So this is from Heartstrings Samplery, Beth Twist, and this is Love and Joy. And I love this look. I loved her mock-up. She did hers, I believe, in Weeks Dye Works. So I pulled from my stash. I pulled a piece of 18 count color and cotton from a grab bag, and it's the whole piece. And then I am stitching it. Is that the back? No, that's the front. I am stitching it with a beautiful Victoria model. I'll show you in just a second. I have half stitched this border. That's why it looks a lot lighter, but I've definitely done some of the words. There's terrible creases in that. So it's in this Victoria Motto Candy Pink, which is really pretty. And I love it on this gray Aida. There's some crashing going on over there. I had some things piled on the back of my chair, and they got bonked off. It's okay. It's okay. So let's see what's next. I worked on, this was actually for part of my Whip Go, because one of my Whip Goes in February was to stitch on a Barbara Anna of my choice. Well, those of you that have been around for any length of time know I love Barbara Anna. I have at least 8 of her projects, I think, going right now. And this is her Christmas 2021 Mystery Sal. It is completely released. You can get the chart completed from Creative Poppy. So this is what it will look like finished. I love it. And I am stitching this on a piece of color and cotton. Let me find the exact name because I don't want to misspeak. It's in my bag. It's 16 count, Stormy Sea. It was one of their ready to ship items, and I've gotten a bit of progress in on this. When I last showed this, I only had Mr. Snowman, 2 snowflakes, and a little bit of these houses. So I've really started working in on a lot of the white that's in her hair. I think it's 3865, and so yeah, I started bottom center because this piece is going to actually be too big because of the way that it is stitched. So I've been working on this. I think I'm lacking like 2 days to meet that goal. I don't know that I'll hit it this month, but I do know that I have lots of Barbara Annas with birthdays later on in the year. So I'm not afraid of not making that goal. All right, let's look at a finish, another finish. So this piece didn't have a birthday, but I am part of the Cross Stitchers Journal and Daily 30 group. And they are doing a fun activity this month where they gave different prompts. and are doing an ornament stitch together. So what are they calling it? The Daily 30 Ornament Along. So in January, we were doing a tree, and so I finished the tree topper, the cute little like Santa with the tree hat. So the goal is to start and finish or pull out a whip and finish for the month. And then this month, February, is Snowflakes or Snowman. So I actually pulled out a whip. I pulled out one that had some on it, but it was nowhere near finished. And then I just was enjoying stitching on it and finished it in one fell swoop. I kind of put everything else to the side. Yes, you may let Potter in and Luna in. So this is from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This is Cozy Gingerbread Snow Globe. I am stitching this on a beautiful piece of 28 count even weave from Garibaldi's Needlework. This was gifted to me from Jen Upton when I said in a video long ago that I had not worked on even weave. She sent this to me. Well, I have subsequently found out it's Monaco, and I love it. So I've got some more hand-dyed Monaco coming to me from Oksana. But anyway, that's besides the point. This is in the color Raisin, and it's really not doing it justice, this lighting this morning, but it's finished. I think it's so cute. So I need to get a fully finish on this. I need to sit down and fully finish a bunch of my smalls because I could have a whole tree of ornaments practically. Okay, maybe not. But I could have a whole tree, small tree, mini tree of ornaments that I have finished. All right, I'm not certain that I showed this last time, so I kept it in to show this time. And this is Hands-On Design. This is a waffle lot. So this was originally in the Date With Your Stitching box from the Black Needle Society. It is now available, I believe, it just came out. Mine, though, is signed by Kathy, which I thought was really cool. And so I am stitching just the top. I'm stitching this on 20 count blush Aida with one strand. It's mostly the called for or close. And I'm trucking along. I'm going to get there. So I have pretty much the middle is done except back stitching or specialty stitches. And then I've started half stitching the border. So I don't know if this will come back out because it's already had its birthday again this year, but I fully anticipate it will be a finish next year. So there's that. Let's see. Here's another finish. So this is from Tracy Horner, Ink Circles. It's from her Patreon. This was September 2020's Patreon. It's called Spider's Plaything. And when I started this last year, I was lovingly sent some beautiful flosses from Michelle Bendy Stitchy. Michelle G. Bendy Stitchy. All except this one. That are actually hand-dyed by Jody of Steel City Stitchers. So we've got Jody Pink, Jody Gray, and Jody Purple. And these are getting sent off to another stitcher friend of mine. I just had to show them one more time. So Erin, they're going to be in the mail to you. And then she said we're going to keep passing it along because there's plenty of these, like lots and lots of these. So I stitched this on a Color and Cotton 14 count from a grab bag. I had a big old mistake somewhere. And because of that big old mistake, mine is more, it's a little bit more oval shaped than it is circle, but you really can't tell, except for the center should be a cross, not a crossword looking situation. But I love how this turned out. It's such a fun one, and I could see this even becoming like an ornament. So yeah, I love this with the colors. And for the white color, I chose Color and Cotton Pearl. So that was another finish. I've been kind of blowing the finishes away lately. Let me get a sip. And yes, I have two. One has Gatorade Zero, one has water. Because the kidney stones are bad. Anyway, let's talk about a stitch along. So I am participating in Caterpillar Cross Stitch, their current stitch along, which is a much better speed for me. Ow! Oh, excuse me. You've got a puppy biter.
She bit my nose.
Okay, she bit her nose. I'm sorry. Are you bleeding?
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't think you're bleeding. Hey, Luna, can you be kind, please?
And I even got her favorite blanket.
Okay, she'll be okay. She'll settle down in just a minute. So this is the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Current Stitch Along. Typically in the past, Sally has released the parts every 2 weeks, which works great if you don't have a ton of whips like I do and a ton of other plans and goals and all of that. This time she's releasing 1 part a month, which is working really well for me. And it's super fun. I'm really enjoying it. I actually have this slotted to come out this weekend for a ton of time. I was gifted this from Sally, which I just love partnering with her. And this was the first part. So this week, the second part was released. And in the second part, we get Norman the gnome. And we get some of the other vegetation up here. So I'm excited about that. I am still within the first part. But that's my goal, is to have the first part complete this weekend. And then start on the second part. So I have the mushrooms complete. And then this is the first darker section of the pumpkin. And then we've got Norman on our needle minder, which is Caterpillar Cross Stitch as well. You can purchase the full kit with the Ada, the DMC, and the PDF chart, or you can purchase just the PDF chart, or you can purchase the full kit, add on the needle minder. I highly recommend adding on the needle minder. It's a small cost, but they're phenomenal. They're some of my most favorite needle minders. They're enamel, and they've got super strong magnets. They're just adorable. I love them. So again, that's a goal of mine, to get that back out and work on it some more. And actually, they come on a really cool floss situation. But when I saw I had these had come in the mail, I thought I had to use them. So these are some of the floss drops that I got that look like rabbits. And what I did was I took the needle minder casing and I cut it and put it on the front like as a floss doodad, and then I just took my floss off the wraparound things and put them on the bunnies. And these bunnies are super cute. These came in an order that I purchased on Fire Puppies, so the little bunny floss drops. I just thought it was so fitting. I love the way that her floss things, and I'll show you because I have them on this next project I'm going to show you. But yeah, I love it. So that is going to get to come back out again. Second to the last thing to show, I am currently working on my second February Whip Go, which is another Caterpillar cross stitch. So this is Lucky Nutcracker Sal. So this was stitched in the fall. Again, this was gifted to me by Sally at Caterpillar Cross Stitch. She, I think, knows that I don't finish things in any normal sense of time, and but I still share them when I work on them because they're incredible. They're some of my favorite kits, if not maybe my only kits that I get. The only other kits that I buy are from Nitka Moscow, and these are top notch. And I love that she always offers Ada. That's huge for me. Some companies, Nitka Moscow often offers even weave or linen in their kits. There's no choice of. Typically there's 2 to 3 choices with her kits. So this one, if you were to go purchase it now, you would get the full kit, and then you get a color pattern, full pattern, because it's over. Or I think you could also choose to do the PDF pattern. I'm not sure how that works, that part, because I've participated in so many where I'm doing it in sections. And then again, this one had a beautiful needle minder as well. So to show you the little floss holders, mine's a little raggedy because I've been actively working on this. I love this. Now I drew in the symbols next to the numbers, so I don't have to have my key out for everything. And then I love that it has the little hole that I can put on my cast offs. So I have been working diligently on this. My goal is 7 days. I am on day 4 or 5. The tree is finished, which was the first part, the tree and the presents. And I'm currently working on this incredible Nutcracker, which I will tell you, I will be stitching again, because this is the perfect size Nutcracker to do for my brother for his Nutcracker ornament. So the tree finished, loved it, lots of green stitching, but when you want just go back, forth, back, forth, back and forth, I half stitch, because it's DMC, I half stitch everything. And then it gives me a project that I can easily take with me and just cross the X's. And then, like I said, I'm working on Mr. Nutcracker here. I think I am to the point now where I'm going to be working on the crown up here, which is in the gold. And then I'm going to do the red of the jacket. And then I'm going to fill in all the black detailing down here on the boots. There's black here in his coat, and then there's black up here in his face. But I've saved the black and the red for last because for some reason with me, they will pull. If I do the red first, I would get white. So he's a little spooky in his face right now. That's okay. Here is the needle minder that can go with this project or with any Nutcracker project. If you just want to go buy needle minders, I've done that, and it's okay. It's fully okay to go just buy needle minders because they're incredible. So let me put this stuff back in here so I don't have a huge mess to clean up. And then one more to show, and it's actually a partial finish. And by partial finish, it is because this is part of a series I'm stitching and I'm slowly making my way through it. And I am excited to say I only have 3 left. So this is the Heart and Hand Square Dance series. So I've already pulled, these are the last 3 I have to do. So October, November, and December. I'm pulling my own colors for them. I'm choosing my own different fabrics for each of them. I will show you what I've done so far, and then I'll show you the one I finished. So the first like 6 months I did all on the same fabric. And then I came across a chart that the colors I chose were not gonna look good. So here is January, the snowmen. February is the hearts. March, the birds, love it. April is carrots, and I did heirloom carrots. So I have like orange and brown and purple carrots. May is cute little flowers. June is popsicles. So July was the last one I did on this fabric. And July was the fish. And I chose to change my colors of the fish to more patriotic fish. And then August, I did on Vintage Country Mocha. Those were all on an 18 count Mystic Fabrics. I think it was just called Blue Gray. It is not like a named fabric. This one was August, which was the bee skeps and the bees. Now, I will say I used Priscilla of Stitching with the Housewives. I used her conversion that's on her blog, which is Classic Colorworks. And then September is the chickens. And I, again, used her. Her colors are close because I think I used, like, the red is not licorice red like she called for. I used barn red from Victorian Motto. So, yeah. I love how those turned out. So I've got 3 more to go. So hopefully those will not take me 100 bajillion years, but it has its birthday. So we'll see. I think it might actually be on my whip go board to finish this year, possibly, or to at least put some time on it. Let's see if I'm right about that. I've got spring dance. Do I have square dance? I do not. Oh, yes, I do. I have 10 days. So I bet in 10 days I could get this series finished. So yay. That's all I stitched on this week, folks. So
that's what I figured.
Okay, Siri. So plans. Plans are I need to finish up my whip go goal on Lucky Nutcracker. I need to work on Garden Grow, Sal. And then I have, I think, only one more birthday this month of a project. And it is on Monday. You know what? I forgot to show a project. Did I not bring it in here? Hey. I'll show you next time because it's no, I want to show it this time. So give me just a second. But I will finish what I was saying. High and Dry, which is my long dog sampler. So its birthday's on the 28th, and I am actually going to be working on it that day. Plus, it was my March Whip Go call for 10 days. So I may just go ahead and work 11 straight days on it and see how far I get. In March, also coming up, I have some projects with birthdays. From 2 years of March Stitchy, well, it was Madness the first year, Matchup last year. And so I've got those to work on. And I don't know what I'm going to do about March Matchup this year, or if I'm going to. I'm not sure. I haven't made it that far. But I've got my Start Goes. I've got my Whip Goes. One of my Whip Goes is Stitcher's Choice for 10 days. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I may let Instagram help me with that. Hold, please. I'm going to run in there and grab the project that's, I think, sitting on my bed. One moment. Okay, so this was a new start on 2/22/22. So we had Tuesday this week, and for our Tuesday at school, we wore 2 different hair accessories, 2 different socks, 2 different shoes. Let's put it this way. I was the teacher that went the most overboard. That shouldn't be shocking to anybody that knows me. But I decided to start a project, and I reached out to my stitchy friends. I have an awesome chat with 4 other amazing stitchers. Erin Two Martini Stitcher, Michelle Bindi Stitchy, Steph of Cade's Crafts, and Pam, who has the coolest new needlework shop, Stitch New England. Anyway, so I put it to them as a vote, and I got a pretty resounding vote on starting this one. And I'm actually really happy that I started this one because it allows me to share about a great stitchy friend of mine. So this is Alice in Wonderland. This is from Stitchy Princess, and she's on Etsy. On Instagram, she's Stitchy_Princess_Black. She is from the Ukraine, so she is definitely in my daily constant prayers and thoughts. She has been for a while, as turmoil has been kind of gripping their country for a while now, has had her Etsy shop on 40% off. Honestly, I paid full retail for a lot of her charts because they're just so good. They remind me a lot of the style that I love, which is like kind of a whimsical, there's some Quaker elements, but anyway, I love this chart. I have several others of hers, and I have a bunch in my cart that I'm actually purchased today. So I would love for you to go check out her shop. I will link it in the description box below. So again, it's Stitchy Princess Black. Please follow her on Instagram. She's giving us an on-the-ground report of what it's like to be in the Ukraine right now. I can't imagine how scared she is. I told you I was not going to get very much into this, but I have to share about her. Also, if you feel so inclined and are looking for a way to support, there's a lot of great charities that are on the ground, but I will say one that I've already bought tickets to, raffle tickets, is Treehouse Knits. So it's treehouseknits.com is running a raffle for a full set, sock skein set of her Cocoa collection, which is gorgeous. And she's already sold 1,000 raffle tickets, which is incredible. She just put it up yesterday. I don't even care if I win or not. I was just happy to find somebody. There's lots of people out there, but I was happy to find something that was a company that I have personally bought for. I love Lauren and what she does, and I would highly love for you to go at least buy one raffle ticket. They're $5, so she's raised $5,000 so far. So yeah, and she's going to put that toward a vetted charity company to help out the people there. So with that being said, I started this on 2/22/22, and I've worked on it a little bit over our snowy days, and so I've got the entirety of the white border, and it matched. And now I'm going in with the red color border. And this calls for DMC, and the colors are beautiful as a DMC. I just pulled from my fancy flosses. So I've got another bunny, because the white rabbit. So I am doing B5200 for the white. And then I've got Sampler Peach from Color and Cotton, Flamingo from Color and Cotton, Geranium, which is the red I'm using right now, which is from Gentle Arts. I've got Deep Woods Yellow from Victoria Motto. From Forbidden Fiber, Winter Wonderland. From Color and Cotton, we've got 403 AM. This is from her Gilmore Girls ones. Forbidden Fiber's Chipmunk. Color and Cotton Ravina. And Gentle Arts Cast Iron Skillet is my kind of black color. So I'm super pumped to spend some more time. So far, the stitch has been very enjoyable. The border on this is the same repeat. So it was easy. Like, I didn't have to watch for it to be weird. Like, have a random 4 instead of a 5. So with that being said, and on my little bit of a soapbox, please take a minute to check out Katarina's, I think that's how you say her name, Katarina's awesome shop, Stitchy Princess on Etsy or Stitchy Princess Black on Instagram. Please follow her. Show her some love. If you love cross-stitch charts, she has a huge host of them that are adorable. Even if you want to just do little small motifs from them, and their prices are incredible normally, and they're insane right now. I don't want to say insane, but they're not enough in my opinion. So let's talk about some joy-filled stash time. Joy-filled stash time. So, I was enabled to go on a hunt by Jody Rice of Satsuma Street. She was showing some of her vintage old, I don't want to say vintage because it wasn't that old, but her older generation, I've got strings all over me now, crewel kits, Crewel kits from Davenport's last name, Thomas Davenport. I may make that up. Anyway, so I went on a hunt. I couldn't find the one she was working on that was really cute, but I found this one. And it's an old Avon kit. Yes, I said that correctly. It's an old Avon kit. And I had liked it on eBay. I put it on my kind of watch list. And the person who was selling it sent me a 50% off coupon for it. So I'm going to pull it out to show you because this bag is of the old school variety. But I thought this was so cute and I can't wait to stitch it. So this is the Crewel Embroidery Kit from Avon, Creative Needlecraft. And it's a Noah's Ark picture. Everything is included except the primary materials. And I think it's so cute. So it is stamped. And it gives you some basic instructions, which is awesome. It tells you how you should work it. It gives you like the diagram with all the colors, which that's cute in and of itself. This whole thing is cute. And so it is Noah's Ark. It's really bright colors. So let me show you. I've got all of the yarn. Ooh, I've got 2 hanks of yarn. All in super bright 70s style colors because this was from the 70s. And then it comes with the printed fabric to do the work on. So it's going to be huge. I don't care. The only thing that was the least bit of concern, but it's way in the selvage, is the needle that was in here had rusted. But like I said, it's way in the selvage, so I'm not worried about that. So I've ordered myself some new needles, some new crewel needles, and I think I'm getting chenille actually because they're a little bit sharper in the point. And I'm going to be excited to get this started at some point. And I need to get myself some, I think I can probably do it in my Q-snap. I probably don't need the stretcher bars because I have small stretcher bars, but not big stretcher bars. So anyway, I thought that was a fun little addition. All right, so next up, let's see. I got my second pattern in the Annie B's Folk Art 12 Days of Christmas Stocking Ornament Club from Crazy Annie's Stitching. This is exclusive to them right now. So it is an automatic shipment you can sign up for, and mine have been shipping very quickly. So this is the 2 turtle doves. I have not yet decided what I want to stitch these on. I'm thinking perforated paper, but it could just be plain old Ada. I'm not sure. I'm not going to make them functional stockings. I'm going to make them like ornament stockings. So yeah. And it calls all for DMC. I got the beads in my first shipment, so that's good. The beads for all of them. All right, and then I have a bunch of color and cotton. So I placed a ready-to-ship order, an order from their ready-to-ship fabrics. I think they're pretty much out of anything Ada right now, unless there's some that got posted today. So I have a 16-count aged paper. I love this fabric. I have several projects on it. That one was a fat 1/8. This was what they called a small cut. This was a 10 by 16, so it was a little less expensive. Same thing, 16-count aged paper. This is an 18-count willow, and it says this was from the October 21 Fabric Club, so it must have been a leftover. So this is willow. This one I cannot wait to figure out. That one was a fat 1/8. This one is a fat 1/4 of cedar. And this is 18 count. I don't know what I'm going to stitch on that, but it's beautiful. I love it. And then the rest of my color and cotton that I got is my fabric and floss of the month. So last month was my first month to get the fabric of the month. And I was super pumped with Esmeralda. I got the only one that was available, which was Bright's, the Bright's category, I believe. which is fine because I have a ton of neutrals in my stash. So this month, fittingly, this is the February, is Lucky, which is a super pretty green. So I'm excited about that. I do get a fat quarter of 18 count. And then for my flosses this month, I do 5 skeins of the Brights Variegated and 5 skeins of the Primitive Neutrals. So these are my Brights Variegated. So we've got Carmine, Oleander, which is really pretty. That's a special edition. Taffy, Blue Hydrangea, and Martian. That's a special edition too. Some of these will often show up on the website under the special edition tab. So I always recommend if you see one that you're like, ooh, I want a couple of skeins of that for a certain project, you can check on the website within, you know, the next month or so, and they may have them listed. And then my Primitives Neutrals is as follows. So this is what they look like all together. It's a beautiful palette. We've got Eucalyptus, Lichen, Molasses, I'm reading backwards, Quarry, which this one is a special edition. That's pretty. That's some nice variegation. And Silver Lining, which I do art. I have a lot of these already, but that's kind of where I go to my Victoria Mono and my Color and Cotton kind of first when it comes to doing my conversions, just because I love stitching with them. I love my Forbidden Fiber also, but those tend to be ones that are harder to put in because they're so vibrant and so variegated. But I do find homes for them, that's for sure. So that is all that I have to show you. So let me tell you what all's been going on. Other than this ice days and the fact that I'm filming on a Friday morning, which feels odd and bizarre, but I wanted to go ahead and get this filmed and up. Because I know how I feel on Friday afternoons, even though I'm starting this day later. So work has been busy. Work has been great. I had some tooth issues going last week, and I had to go to the dentist. And I've got an appointment with the endodontist next week because I might need a root canal through a crown. Ugh. And I had a broken tooth in the back that needed to be patched. It probably will need a crown at some point. And then the one over that one, so one in front of that, yeah, it needed its old filling replaced and refilled. So I've got coming up a dental cleaning and a full set of x-rays, and then we've got to make a plan because I have a bunch of old amalgam fillings from long, long ago, days of yore, that he wants to replace with composite so that they match, you know, they're like the right teeth color. So yeah, that's fun. I'm sorry if you don't like dentist speak. And then we've got some doctor's appointments to take care of over spring break. And then at the end of March, we go to Disney, which is super exciting. I think we're all really pumped about that. So yeah, not a ton of other things. We did get the new puppy. She is a wild woman. She loves to tear things up, but she also loves to lay and snuggle. So she's kind of like got 2 different personalities, and we don't know which one's going to come out when. She found her voice. It's loud. And the cold is not her friend. She has very little in the way of a coat. She's very silky. And so yeah, we've had some potty accidents inside these last couple of days and over the last ice days. But she's still a puppy. She's only 3 months old. She's gotten a bit taller. I did the Embark Vet swab that you do to send in to see what her genetic stuff is and her breeds and all of that. And so you want me to show her? Okay. You want to be on the video? You want to be on the video? So this is Luna. Luna's name was Summer when we got her. Hey, move your ears so people can see your pretty eyes. She has these funny ears that are very expressive. She has pretty, like, merling right there. Yes, hi. Hi. Hi, I love you too. I think I am her person. Oh, not the earrings. Not the earrings. So she's gotten quite big. If you've seen any of the pictures on Instagram, she's getting real lean and long. So let me hold you up.
She's gonna be
and she has this fun tail with an eraser on the end. So yeah. Are you gonna talk? Can you speak? When she yawns, she goes, oh. All right, so with that, Luna and I are going to say / sing. So long, stitch well. I'll see you soon, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.